All right, I just want to show you a couple different techniques or ideas. You can find boxes laying around. Old cereal boxes work well. Food boxes are great, or whatever other materials you can find that you have. If you're going to be doing some things, consider cutting up into strips, like a lot of paper strips like this. You could do something with weaving, where you weave them together to create like a cool base for one of your sculptures. You can curl them. I just curled this strip around a marker or a pencil, curl them around, and you get some really cool texture designs. This reminds me of a mane for a lion, or parts of a plant. So you can make a whole bunch of stringy curls like that. You can crunch it. If you take like a little shape like this and you really crunch it and squish it, this is just cardboard, and if you crunch it and squish it and you layer it, you can start to create something that looks more like a flower, or curves, or a snout, or possibilities are endless if you start to crunch it so it doesn't look more like a box, it looks more circular, or mold it. Speaking of circles, if you cut out a circle and a slit in your circle and you twist it, you can create a cone shape. This looks like a beak, or you can make a gigantic one. I cut the slit here and I can curl it to make a body, or a head, or a nose, or a snout, something like that. Think about putting them together. I don't want robots, but if you bend it, this could look like a beak and the start of a body, and then you put things together. Another way to make something that stands on its own is not flat. This is a flat 2D shape, but if you notice, it is a bent shape. I just folded a pasta box here, I folded it and cut out a basic body that can stand on its own. It's kind of spreading out right now, I'd have to work on it. Or you can add part of a head to it. This is really simple. Notch this out and put it on, and now we have what looks like a lion with a snout falling apart. Notch it better, but then it stands a little bit better on its own too. That's the top version. It stands with its feet spread apart like that. Ready to go. So that's like a little lion. Another way to do it is to make a box. I made a macaroni and cheese bear here. I cut out 2 bear shapes that are flat. These are flat. Now to make them stand, I use a long strip, macaroni and cheese, and I taped it together. You can start to see how I've taped it, and I'm going to follow that strip around the outside of the bear shape. And when I'm done, I can put the 2 bear shapes together like this to create a boxed animal that will stand on its own when taped together. So this is going to be a little bit harder to do if you don't have tape, this animal, but you can kind of get the idea. Once I put it together, it would become the box. And you can do a bear, you could do a dog, you could do any kind of animal. If you just do 2 of them, either fold them together or make a box and keep wrapping a strip around. So those are some options. Feel free to come up with your own. Google search different types of crafts. It's all over the place, and have some fun.